America, a land filled with so much freedom, opportunity, and natural beauty. To be American means to be proud of our heritage. Our country is a wonderful playground for adventure, excitement, and long-lasting memories. Make your next vacation a memory that you can share with your children for years to come. Rediscover America as we travel on the 10 best all-American vacations. Our first vacation takes us to New England to explore one of man's great loves and fascinations, the sea.
That's how you hold a crab. You want to keep away from his pincers. You see, this one's missing one. He only has one, but the other one will grow back in a while.
The ocean is special to me because it's peaceful, pleasant, and it makes me feel happy, and just it's special to me.
From very young children that, 3 feet taller and taller, to senior citizens, all in all, it's a lot of fun and adventure and fresh air and nice salt air and sun, and it's a great wholesome adventure in my eyes.
Oh! Right over here.
Today was lucky. We got to see humpback whales, finback whales, minke whales, and lots of Atlantic white-sided dolphins.
Yeah, how you doing, Cap? I got some whales over here if you guys are interested.
Yeah, we're just on our way out here. You have a location on those whales for us?
They're such enormous mammals, and I don't think anybody realizes the size of these whales until they actually come out on a whale watch and see them for themselves. It's something that you really can't describe to another person. You have to see it for yourself. And this is why I feel that it's something that everybody should do, and it should be on everybody's top 10 list to come on a whale watch.
The whales are drawn to these New England waters because they make an excellent feeding ground. People also come to enjoy this delicious, world-renowned seafood.
Oh, I love the shrimp and the lobster and the clams and the calamari and the mussels and salmon and fried haddock. It's just great. I love it all.
Next, we go to a land unchanged by time on a family farm vacation in a place which blends faith and tradition.
We'd like to welcome our guests into our home to share our lifestyle, which is different from most urban families. We live on a farm, and also to share our faith. Getting those two out and putting them in your basket. Very gently so they don't break. Good. On our farm, there's a variety of activities, beginning in the morning with morning chores.
Mama.
Sometimes we have an early morning trip to Central Market.
Thank you, Father, for giving us a new day, for the light of a new dawning of the morning. We thank you for the privilege we have of living in a land of freedom.
This morning we're having French toast. Lauren, you want a piece of French toast?
How about that?
Maybe your grandma can help you. There's butter and syrup on the table for your French toast.
Where's the milk at?
Children that come to our place don't really want to leave the farm. A lot of parents want to visit the different sites in the county during the day, but the children want to stay here. There's something about the farm that really draws them and makes them want to stay.
He winked at me, but he didn't say a word.
kids love to romp on the lawn. I don't know what kids do all day, but I do know that they love it. Quite a few returning guests over the many years have called this their farm. And it's the place where they like to come to relax and to get away from the daily grind of the city lifestyle.
The Amish feel that the horse and buggies keep the family much closer together. The children can't travel as far. They have about a 15-mile radius that they can go. People come here on vacation to experience the lifestyle and because it's so peaceful. See all those pretty hills, those mountains out there?
Yeah, do we have fun where we live?
At the end of the day on the farm, people often reflect on the tranquility that they have felt through being on the farm, in the country, and enjoying nature the way God made it.
If you want to be more than a tourist in our nation's capital, you can take an internship vacation and experience our government close up. People come from around the world to visit Washington, D.C. and its magnificent monuments. Americans also have the unique opportunity to experience democracy in action.
Well, we both have to answer that one because we may have different views on that one.
It was important for me to come to Washington because I never felt a part of my government until I came here. I got to meet my representative and my senators, and it was really interesting. And I got their point of view. For the first time, I really understood what they meant.
I'd like to know what your views on the gun control is.
One, it depends on which aspect of you're talking about. We have, for example, the question of, came up last year, of the so-called Deacon-Cini bill, which would have banned a certain...
Washington internships are available for all ages, from high school students to senior citizens.
I respect the work of Congress and the Senate a lot more since I've been up here. I've learned a lot. I feel like I've been blessed with this particular program because now, hopefully, I'll go back and what I have learned will help others to make better decisions. It's just too bad more people don't get a chance to see behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you took advantage of this opportunity. I'm glad you accepted our invitation to be a part of this program. Thank you very much for being here and being my senior intern.
Washington is also home to Embassy Row. Here you can visit many of these stately buildings and maybe attend a diplomatic reception.
Visiting an embassy is a very good way to start a trip to Washington. It's a chance to see the diplomatic function of the city, and it focuses attention on the international aspects of life here.
Welcome to a very interesting room. We're trying to provide as much help as possible for independent states while we represent the interests of Russia in the states.
Do they regard Americans in a more positive viewpoint than they did before?
Right now, we experience the highlight moment in the relations between you and us.
Visiting the Russian embassy was very fascinating. It was exciting. It was a unique opportunity for these students of ours to get a chance to meet with people who make and formulate policy for a country undergoing amazing changes in a very short time.
We're learning a lot. And they make it fun. Everything you do, they make it so much fun. This was such a great vacation because it was very educational, and I decided now what I want to do with my life. I didn't know what kind of field I wanted to go into. Now I know I want to go into politics.
Come to Washington!
We continue our journey on the mighty Mississippi River, which divides east from west, to experience the river and the legends that made it famous.
the sunrise. You can see the summer sunrise on the Mississippi. Oh, that's beautiful. It's enchanting. First, there's an eloquence of silence. Deep hush broods everywhere, and then there's a haunting sense of loneliness and isolation and remoteness from the worry and the bustle of the world, and then the dawn creeps in stealthily, and the solid walls of black forest just soften to gray, and vast stretches of the river open up and reveal themselves. Oh my. Then you know that you have seen something that's worth remembering.
To me, the Mississippi River means adventure. Anybody who's ever read Mark Twain's Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn will know what I mean. It's adventure, and be ready for it, and open your minds and hearts to it, and you will be rewarded.
The steamboat owns this river without a doubt. No question about it. And the steamboat has earned that right. And the people on the boat, everything blends in so that it's just a beautiful mix. That's what I think. The steamboat and the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River is the heartland of America. Yet all that life blood, you might say, flows down into this river and on down to the sea. And it touches every state, every city, en route down to the Gulf, I think, the Mississippi River.
It's a quieter time, it's a beautiful time, and you feel like you're truly back in time going 6 miles an hour down the river. It's very relaxing, it's very exciting, and you need to just disconnect from the world. It's good therapy.
Now we travel west, as the pioneers once did, to discover one of the world's natural wonders.
The reason this train is the best way to get to the Grand Canyon is because this is how people came here for over 70 years. This railroad was built just to bring people here. Before the railroad was built, it was a 2-day stagecoach ride on a very rough road from Flagstaff. This train is a unique American adventure because it has a genuine steam locomotive on the front of it. And that's the way it was done in this country 70, 80 years ago, and we're still doing it the same way today.
You have this big window to yourself, so it's very special. You can see the Grand Canyon and stuff out the window.
That gun, get your hands up hard, Rob.
This train ride has brought out the little girl in me today, and it's so much fun. The hearing the whistle and seeing the conductor, seeing the fun that I experienced when I was a little girl. And it's just, it makes tears come in my eyes because it's something that we very seldom ever see anymore. I'll never forget the train ride. I'll never forget the seventh wonder of the world, the Grand Canyon.
A lot of people come up here and think they've experienced the canyon in a couple of hours. You can't really experience the canyon till you've been in the bottom looking up. On the mules, you can do that.
The golden rule, the thing that I would ask you to remember if you forgot everything else that I said today. And the thing that I would ask you to do if you did absolutely nothing else that I said today is the fact that we need a good, tight, compact group. This is not a pony ride at Disneyland. This is not a merry-go-round at the fair. This is a tough, hard trip for anybody. And a big jump. There's a lot of grimaces, a lot of big eyes in the mornings, and in the evenings they're pretty much all smiles. For a lot of people, this is their first mule ride. For a lot of people, it's their first ride of any kind. So as they descend into the canyon, you actually go through 7 climate changes. And you go into a terrain that most people have never seen. You'll go from the northern Canada to southern Mexico as far as terrain. So you get a wide range of different areas, and well, it's probably just an experience that we should all sometime or other experience, because this is a gift that belongs to everybody.
You absolutely can't believe the size of this scenery, and looking up and then looking down and feeling safe. The mules are perfect. They keep you in line, and the mules do what they're told, and they walk along the edge, but you're told not to fear the mules falling over, because they won't fall over.
The canyon's a very special place. The canyon's always changing. I hate to think how many times I've been off in there, and I never fail to be amazed. You can get very close to your maker there. You can get away from everybody. You can think about things that are really important.
Anyone that doesn't come here at least once in their life is missing America.
We venture on to the lush fields of California to enjoy the bountiful harvest and natural beauty that have made this region world famous.
I think the Sonoma County is especially bountiful for all that it offers.
Picnic in Sonoma is a perfect way of experiencing a lot of what the world has to offer in a lot of different places, but it all comes together here.
Like to try something? Make this here? Everything's made here, right in back.
Well, first we went to the cheese factory, and they let us sample some of the different cheeses that they make there, and we got some Jack and some cheddar, and they also make pesto and garlic and different flavored cheeses.
Sonoma Jack is unique for the beautiful climate that we have here in Sonoma Valley. The cows thrive. The milk comes in beautifully every day from the dairy farms. We make it fresh from that milk, carefully made into old age recipe that my grandfather first established here in Sonoma back in 1931.
And then we went down to the sausage factory where they make different sausages and pâtés. And then we went over to the bakery and got some of the French bread that they make there. The wineries are pretty close together, so you don't have to cycle a long distance to get from one to another. I think bicycling is particularly well suited for Sonoma because the roads are so nice and there are bike paths that you can take, so you don't have to have the cars whizzing by you.
Sonoma wine is unique because of the climate, because of the growing conditions, because of the different grapes.
Well, we got all this great food and wine together, and we were out in the vineyards, which was really nice and peaceful.
Well, I'm glad we came here. This is really a nice spot. We'll have to come
nice
back.
day.
Yeah.
We saw some blue jays. I hadn't seen any of those in the area before. And it was just really peaceful with all the nature, and you can see all the vineyards as you're sampling the wine.
You have the best of the world of picnicking, you have the best of the world of being outside, of experiencing family and friends, and being able to look at things that are grown here, produced here, that happen, everything that happens here, within a nice area that is so totally and uniquely America and a piece of California.
Many of us long to live out the legends of the Old West. Let's stay on a real cattle ranch and round up the herd.
everyone has had a love affair with the American West and the cowboy, and I think a ranch vacation brings a lot of the dreams and fantasies to reality.
Today on the cattle roundup, it was great fun. It felt like being a real cowgirl or a real cowboy from yesteryear. I'm a city person, and so for me, this is my idea of a vacation, rest and relaxation.
On my morning ride, I saw a beautiful landscape. I saw pretty trees. The sky was really pretty. It was just beautiful. I liked the scenery. I got to ride by myself, and it was enjoyable. It was really fun.
When I grow up, I want to take care of the horses and be the wrangler. When I'm running fast on a horse, it makes me feel happy.
At the end of the day, I can hardly wait for the sun to come up, because every day is an adventure out here in these mountains. Every day is different. It's just kind of a refreshing view of nature, I guess, and of maybe a lost freedom that we all have wished we had.
And now we explore America's two last frontiers, two splendid vistas of fire and ice.
These golden islands dressed in light, bejeweled in sun and sea, unveil a crown of tropic splendor, Hawaii. Deep in green lush mountains fades land's echoing desire, this ancient shrine of earthly gifts ablaze with heaven's fire. And to the north a magic land is carved from snow and ice, the last frontier, Alaska, a glacial paradise. Here silence stills the water, then a lonely seabird calls for us to stand in God's great room, where mountains are the walls.
No matter where they go, Americans love to have fun. And sometimes a great vacation is right around the corner.
My hometown is Flint, Michigan, and I like to play golf.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and on a beautiful day like today, I like to toss around a football.
When it's a nice sunny day, I like to go swimming.
On a nice sunny day, there's nothing better than to play baseball and have a barbecue. It's just a great American thing to do.
The best all-American vacation may be right in your own hometown. Sharing a few special moments with family and friends. Think back to your happiest memories as a child. Maybe it's a backyard barbecue, or a ball game, or maybe a county fair.
It's apple blossom time. It's apple
blossom time in the valley.
As you walk up and down the parade route, you will see people in their homes. Many of the folks here will make a stop at our house and then continue up and down the parade route and party hop. I think there are a lot of people that don't even see a single entry in the parade, but they got to talk to everybody in town, so that's as much a part of it. Just getting together once a year.
Family, friends, and a bright sunny day. These are the memories that last a lifetime.
On my day off, I like to spend time with my son and do the things that my dad used to do with me.
My day off, I want to be out here enjoying the sun with some family, some fellow colleagues, and maybe get a couple base hits, maybe a double or two.
All-American because everybody comes together and eats hot dogs and they cheer on the people and you start to feel like they're part of your family too.
When I look up in the stands and see a child looking at me, they see sparkle in their face and, you know, they wish they could be just like how I am. And I was just like how they were when I was little.
One special memory I have is playing Little League with somebody all my life, and now I'm playing with them in the minor leagues right now, and we grew up as best friends and we've just stayed together, so it's a neat experience.
When my team wins, I feel like I'm a winner too.
At the end of the day on the farm, people often reflect on the tranquility that they have felt through being on the farm, in the country, and enjoying nature the way God made it.
At the end of the day, I can hardly wait for the sun to come up because every day is an adventure out here in these mountains. Every day is different. It's just kind of a refreshing view of nature, I guess, and of maybe a lost freedom that we all have wished we had.
You have the best of the world of picnicking, you have the best of the world of being outside, of experiencing family and friends, and being able to look at things that are grown here, produced here, that happen, everything that happens here, within a nice area that is so totally and uniquely America and a piece of California.
Canyon's a very special place. The canyon's always changing. I hate to think how many times I've been off in there, and I never fail to be amazed. You can get very close to your maker there. You can get away from everybody. You can think about things that are really important.
Anyone that doesn't come here at least once in their life is missing America.
Air travel provided by America West Airlines. The more you fly, the more they make sense. And car rental provided by Hertz Rent-A-Car.